South Harmon Institute of Technology, a sham university transformed. John's dream was shattered in an instant, and so were the dreams of his fellow students. This group of academic underachievers, who had struggled to gain admission to any college, finally thought they had a chance at higher education. But they soon discovered that their university was a sham. Everyone was devastated, disappointed, angry, and unable to accept the truth. The students departed, feeling utterly disillusioned, and the doors of this fantasy fake university were sealed shut. As John surveyed the scene before him, his heart ached. Was this really the end of the road for him? No, he couldn't live his life with his head hung low. John resolved to tear off the false label and transform South Harmon into a genuine, legitimate university. It seemed like an impossible task, but his friends rallied around him in support. Even the chubby guy from the neighboring Harmon College decided to abandon his so-called prestigious education and join John's team. These were the founding members of South Harmon, and they prepared themselves for the upcoming hearing. If they succeeded, South Harmon would become an official university. If they failed, John would end up behind bars. On the day of the hearing, the auditorium was packed. Every single South Harmon student showed up. They realized that the dream shouldn't be John's burden to bear alone, it belonged to all of them. As the hearing commenced, the students faced a barrage of questions from the presiding official and the mocking ridicule of the Harmon College dean. In response, they wheeled in the wall from South Harmon, symbolizing their curriculum. The official inquired about the faculty, and the students rose in unison. At South Harmon, the students were the teachers. They passionately declared that they didn't need the approval of the establishment. Real learning had taken place at South Harmon, regardless of whether the authorities liked it or not. They asserted that true education doesn't require teachers, classmates, fancy traditions, or money. All that's needed are people with a desire to better themselves, and South Harmon had that in spades. John delivered a rousing speech, proclaiming that they would never stop learning, growing, and embracing the ideas instilled in them at their beloved institution. They were shitheads now and would remain so forever, and nothing could take that away from them. The students erupted in a frenzy of support. They realized that genuine education shouldn't be solely about grades on paper but about igniting passion and creativity within students. South Harmon had achieved that. After deliberation, the review board, in the spirit of education, announced that South Harmon Institute of Technology would be granted a one-year trial period to validate their innovative educational philosophy. From that moment on, South Harmon was no longer a fraud but a real, legitimate university. John, the academic underachiever, had completed his transformation from loser to success story. Life has no finish line. As long as you don't give up, your dreams are never out of reach. Who's to say that an academic misfit can't go on to achieve great things?